Imagine this, waking up one day to find out that your whole life was a lie. Everything you thought was normal, but it wasn't. And the worst part, the people who hid the truth from you were your own family. Sounds like something of a fantasy novel, right? Well, for one boy, this was his reality. After receiving a letter, he wasn't just Harry Potter, the boy living under the stairs. He was Harry Potter, the boy who lived. My name is Safid Dani, and I'm 16 years old. I am a student at SMK Taman Nusa Jaya, and today I want to talk about Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which is the first book in the legendary Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, published in 1997. But this isn't just a fantasy story, it's a portal to a whole new world. At the start of the book, Harry is just an ordinary boy. He lives with his cruel aunt and uncle, the Dursley, who treated him like an outsider. He sleeps in a tiny cupboard under the stairs and is constantly bullied by his cousin Dudley. You might wonder, how could someone be so cruel? Well, the Dursley thought of Harry as a little bit different, which is why they treated him poorly. Different how, you may ask? Well, we'll get into that in a short while. I just wanted us to reflect on ourselves for a bit. How many times have we treated someone else differently just because they were a bit different? Maybe by skin color, maybe by race, or simply maybe just by how they are dressed. We've at least judged someone else by the first impression at least once in our lifetime. But as the saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover. So let's change ourselves for the better. Moving on, Harry soon to receive a mysterious letter delivered not by a postman, but by an owl. Before he can even read it, his uncle snatches it away. Eventually, a giant named Hagrid bursts into his life, revealing the truth. Harry Potter is a wizard. Not just any wizard though, but a pretty famous one. He enters the magical world, attends Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and makes lifelong friends like Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. He learns spells and slowly uncovers the secrets of his past. But not everything is fun. There are dark forces at work, and an evil presence lurking in the shadows. He who must not be named, Lord Voldemort, the very wizard who tried to kill Harry as a baby. Now, let me tell you about some of the fascinating aspects of the magical world Harry discovers. There's a place called Diagon Alley, which is a hidden street in London where wizards shop for their magical supplies. Imagine this, walking down a cobblestone road where you can buy everything from magic wands to flying broomsticks. And speaking of broomsticks, Harry discovers he has a natural talent for Quidditch, a dangerous but exciting sport playing on flying broomsticks. At Hogwarts, the magic isn't just in the spells they learn. The castle itself is magical too, with moving staircases, talking portraits, and ghosts floating through walls. The Great Hall, where students eat their meals, has a ceiling enchanted to look like the sky outside. Even the classes are fascinating, from learning to fly on broomsticks to making stuff levitate. What makes Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone so special isn't just in the magic, it's the story of self-discovery, friendship, and courage. But most importantly, it's a book that shows the good and evil in a society and individuals. This book teaches us many important lessons. It reminds us that family isn't just about blood, it's about the people who stand by you. And most of all, it tells us that no matter how dark things seem, there is always hope. The story also teaches us about the importance of choices. As Dumbledore, the wise headmaster of Hogwarts, says, it is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. This message resonates throughout the book as Harry faces various challenges and must decide between what is right and what is easy. Another fascinating aspect is how the book deals with prejudice and discrimination. Through the treatment of characters like Hermione Granger, who comes from a non-magical family, we see how harmful prejudice can be. The book encourages readers to judge people by their character, not by their background. So, if you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend you do. Because once you open that book, you'll realize it's not just Harry who received a letter to Hogwarts. Every reader does. The magic of this story lies not just in its spells and potions, but in its ability to transport us to a world where anything is possible, where friendship conquers all, and where good ultimately triumphs over evil. Thank you.